For the tip-off just moments away. And fellas, we should have a great matchup on the low block tonight.
Yeah, we got a meeting of two of the elite centers in the WNBA. I expect the outcome to hinge on who wins this matchup down low.
Well, one way or the other, I know it's going to be fun to watch. We're going to see some tremendous post play here.
Now here's Plum. And Aaliyah Boston with the block.
Well, you need to know where Boston is there, picking up the block. Aaliyah just a menace defensively.
Now here's Clark. She's guarded by Alaman. Mitchell outside. Beyond the arc. The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
She might not be the top sharpshooter in this league, but that's not a shot that D can afford to give to her.
Pass to Plum. And she gets the bucket.
What effort from Plum down in the paint, outworking the defense and getting a shot.
Howard. And she uses the glass on the layup.
She is one of the best when it comes to making the sweet lead pass.
Now here's Plum. She's covered by Mitchell. And she tries off the glass, but it's no good.
But one thing that Sophie Cunningham brings to this team in bundles, energy.
Constantly moving on both ends. Cunningham has great length at 6'1". Is out there to add a spark to her teams and mix it up a little bit.
Now here's Alaman. Here's Stevens. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, that's just Stevens playing big right there. My goodness.
Boston outside. Back to Clark. Lets the three fly. Shoots and misses. 0 for 1 to begin the game. Outside Plum. Pass to Hamby. And she banks in the layup.
Never a bad idea to get it to Hamby inside. She's almost automatic from there.
And here's Indiana. It's a three-point game. Mitchell outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Now here's Plum. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. It'll be Fever ball.
That is an unforced error if I've ever seen one, guys. Just not an ideal pass.
Both teams will make substitutions. Indiana with the ball. They trail by 3. Mitchell outside. There's the 3. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
It's important that Mitchell keeps hitting from deep because that's going to help open up the offense.
Hamby outside. Back to Plum. Hamby guarded by Howard. And the play stops. Whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
Very close call there on the illegal screen.
I'd go along with it. You know, to me, it didn't really look like her feet were set.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Hull, pass to Clark. Here's Hull. Clock at 6. And another 3 for Indiana.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
In the offseason, the Fever were aggressive in pursuing veterans.
Well, the Fever, they like their core, and they want to win now. They signed a bunch of veterans, including Sophie Cunningham, and this is a team that wants to win now. They're sick of losing in Indiana.
Now here's Mitchell. She has 6. Boston up top. She's guarded by Stevens. Pass to Mitchell. From downtown. And another 3 for Indiana.
From three-point range, she has hit the ground running. What a first quarter for her from deep.
outside, Plum. To the paint. That's in. She's got 2 made now, and she's shooting 2 for 3.
That's a great example of Stevens' comfortability and focus around the basket. So effective down there.
Clark outside. Hits it from 3-point range.
Fed her teammate off the bounce there. That was a nice play.
The Sparks trailing. Amby outside. Pass to Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. Nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Now here's Mitchell. Lets the floater go. Rebound by the Sparks.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get her off balance.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
I love how intense Kelsey Plum can be, taking her motion into the defense to get the whistle.
And the first one drops.
Something we all know about Kelsey Plum is she's got the heart of a true competitor. No matter the time or place, she's always playing her hardest to get the win.
And she makes both free throws. The Fever leading. Now Colson. Pass to Boston. 3 seconds left. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Neither team can miss early on. I don't know how long they can keep this up.
Offensively, at least, neither team's done jack on D yet.
That's fine with me.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The Fever on top. They're up by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. A close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
It's been a long-range battle for them, and one they are winning.
Some sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
Cameron Brink playing some nice defense. And the 2023 Rookie of the Year, Aaliyah Boston, is a treat to watch.
Oh, yeah, she's a lot of fun. Personally, I love her passing, ability to run offense through the post. Boston is such an unselfish player, team first. Traits that we don't normally associate with first overall picks like her.
Now here's McDonald. Pass to Boston. Here's Turner. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Boston sets a screen. To the middle. Puts it up. And off the glass. That one's good.
Nice job finding Boston. She is so good in that pick and roll set.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Pass to Burrell. And Lou. And here's Hamby. Here's Burrell. Cole defending for 3. That doesn't go, and she's 0 for 1 from the field. Now Colson tries a 3. Hamby grabs the miss. Vanloo with it. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Launches it. Burrell, no good. And it's the Fever ball. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Back to Boston. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And it's the ability of Boston to score inside that makes her so dangerous.
Pass to Burrell. Now here's Vanloo.
From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
McDonald. Boston sets a screen. McDonald, no good.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whiffs on an open jumper.
And here's Van Loo.
From outside the arc, Turner grabs the board. So it's Indiana now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
Outside McDonald. Back to Boston.
It's stolen by De'Erica Hamby.
Pass to Burrell.
To end the drought. The Sparks, no good that time either.
And the Sparks trading for Kelsey Plum. What a major statement from that front office.
Yeah, they gave up the second overall pick in 2025 to get Kelsey. I think it was a solid move. The Sparks have lacked an elite scoring guard like Plum, and it's sending a clear message. We don't just want to win, we want to win now.
The Sparks, no good that time either.
McDonald with it.
Hamby covering.
Rejected by De'Erica Hamby.
On defense, Hamby is so active, looks for any opening to swat the ball and blocks the shot.
Julie Van Loo on the wing. Started by Boston. Julie Van Loo for three.
The Fever pull it in. Here's Colson. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And there it is.
No stopping Aaliyah Boston. Too much strength.
And the Sparks call time here.
So both teams making some changes here. The Sparks trailing. Outside Plum. And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Now here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game. Aiden Clark outside. Stevens grabs the board.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
And out of bounds, the Fever will take it. Now Clark. She's got 6. 9 feet out. The shot is good off the backboard. They need to stop this run.
I think it's time to switch things up, either by going to the bench or with a different look defensively.
Here's Plum, and the shot goes in.
It's just so hard to knock Plum off balance. She is so good at absorbing contact and finishing anyways.
Now here's Mitchell. He's guarded closely.
Cunningham with it. Picked up by Jackson.
Pass to Clark. Shot clock at 5. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, Cunningham is such an impressive distributor, and passes like these are why her teammates love playing with her.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Plum with it. She has 6. And she drops in the layup off glass.
No mistake on that one. Good work all around.
And so that brings the first half to a close. The Fever on top, leading by 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. Now the second half about to get started up again any moment.
Man, it has been an incredible game here from Caitlin Clark.
And I wonder how long she can continue to shoot the three ball as well as she has up to this point. She's been quite simply lights out.
Yeah, exactly. And this is something we both know, that sometimes you have those nights where the bucket looks as wide as the Grand Canyon, and it really might be one of those nights for her.
Indiana with the ball.
When the Fever won the 2024 draft lottery, I think everyone in the world knew who they were going to take, Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, she's already had a massive impact on the Fever and the league. On the floor, Clark's passing and limitless range are just tremendous weapons offensively. And then off the floor, I mean, I think the Fever might be the hottest ticket around the W.
And stolen by Boston.
And it's the Fever on the break. And 2 free throws coming up as she misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Stevens picks one up.
Well, we saw this with Boston even back in college. She does a great job of drawing fouls.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, to get to this level, you're already a winner. But who is the best when it comes to taking home titles?
No doubt for me, it's the ultimate winner, Breanna Stewart. She's got all the college titles and multiple WNBA titles.
Same here. For a change, I agree with you, Brian. I mean, Stewart's teams hoist trophies at every level because of her two-way ability. When you got a prolific scorer on one end and a dominant defender on the other.
Now here's Alaman.
Looking for her first basket still in this one. Connects from three-point range.
One of the best skills Plum has, her release. It's so fast, especially off the feed.
Pass to Mitchell. And here's Cunningham. Now here's Clark.
She's guarded by Alaman.
Shot clock at 6. Here's the 3. Stevens grabs the board. Bambi outside. Inside.
And stolen by Boston.
Clark right side. Mitchell up top. Back to Clark. Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Howard. Sinks that one from the post.
The closer to the hoop, the better Howard is. Tremendous touch plus athletic ability.
One thing this team loves about Natasha Howard, she's a winning player.
At one point in her career, she won 3 of 4 titles with 2 different teams. And she's a former Defensive Player of the Year, plays the game with serious effort.
Now here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game. Here's Clark. And it's Alaman with the rebound. Now the Sparks with it. 11-point game. Outside Plum. Bambi left side. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Nice decision by Kelsey Plum. She can equally score or pass out of the pick and roll.
Pass to Clark. The 3 knocks down the 3 ball.
She's up to her usual trick, shooting it well, scoring a lot of points, getting them in front.
Timeout called the Sparks.
Well, it wasn't an easy start to the career of Kelsey Plum, but she's made serious strides.
Well, she goes first overall in 2017, scores about 9 points per game her first 3 seasons. Tears her Achilles, misses 2020, but then after that injury, a perennial all-star, scoring about 18 per contest.
deciding to change it up. Here's Stevens. Burrell. She's covered by Mitchell. That's good by Burrell.
Yeah, it's the tall frame of Stevens that allows her to see the floor so well and distribute accordingly.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Howard can't get it to go. Now the Sparks with it. Trailing by 10. Outside Plum. Back to Hamby. Pass to Burrell. This one for three. Rebounded by the Fever. Clark outside. Now Hull. Mitchell outside. Here's Howard. Clark. Drops in the tray.
I love it. Keep shooting. As the threes keep dropping for her, she'll keep shooting. Keep shooting.
As she should. Look, when you're having the kind of day she's having from long range, why not just keep firing?
Plum can't hit.
And they've built a very nice lead.
No signs of slowing down, at least as far as I can tell.
Outside Howard.
Boston.
Clock at 6. Pass to Clark. Shoots over Plum.
And that's a foul called on Aaliyah Boston.
That's her first foul. So both teams changing it up here.
After just 15 starts in a rookie season, Cameron Brink unfortunately suffered a torn ACL.
Yeah, a horrible break for Cameron and the LA Sparks. She went second overall in 2024. A two-way star you can build around. It is great to have her back in action for LA.
Here's Cannon. Right wing. Over Hole. Cannon, no good.
That's too good a look to pass up there, despite the result.
Pass to Clark. And here is Sims. Healy defending. Here's Turner. Nice defense from Cameron Brink. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum. A nice fast break from start to finish.
And what a finish it was, guys. Just so pretty.
The pass, the dunk, everything.
Now here's Clark. 17 points in the game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Yes, great play by Odyssey Sims to set it up.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. Nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Here's Hamby. And no good trying to get that one. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Fever ahead. They lead by 13. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-side show.
Pass to Peely.
Cannon to the inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Fever ball.
There's no excuse for that turnover. That's just a straightforward pass gone wrong.
Here's Mitchell. Outside McDonald. Back to Mitchell. Let's go with a three. Stevens grabs the board. And here is Alemán.
Alyssa Peely on the wing.
They get it again. Stevens, that's good.
And I like the energy Stevens showed right there, refusing to quit on the offensive glass.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Healy defending. Outside Cunningham.
Puts up a three, and the three ball is good.
Providing spacing with her shooting. Cunningham down the three.
Pass to Cannon.
Launches a three,
Here's Brink.
and the rebound paying off as they pick up two on the second chance bucket right there.
Crash the boards with purpose right there. Some hard-earned second chance points.
Now here's McDonald.
Mitchell outside. Off target with the three.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Well, she's been a bright spot in what has otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Timeout called the Fever. Making substitutions here. Here's Mitchell. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Pass to Cunningham.
Down low. Howard. And they pick up two.
Last year, the league debuted the reset timeout. What did you think of it, Brian?
Well, I loved it. I mean, you get to advance the ball late in games, but there's no huddle, no drawing up plays by the coaches.
Yeah, Brian, I think it's been a great addition. It keeps the game moving, keeps the energy level high during end-of-game situations. I mean, I think the NBA should adopt it.
Now here is Sims. Mitchell outside. Back to Sims.
Cunningham.
5 to shoot. Offline with the three.
Alyssa Peely on the wing. She's covered by Cunningham.
Now here is Stevens. He's guarded closely. And yep, it's good.
With the fundamentally sound skill set, Stevens is able to create offensively.
Back to Sims. Mitchell. Back to Sims. Off target from outside. The Sparks trailing. Passed on and on. Jackson. Now here is Stevens. Misses in close.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
Now Mitchell.
Guarded by Jackson.
Now here's Mitchell. Defense right on her. That one falls.
Well, in the paint, Mitchell's power gives her an edge. She's able to get around any defenders.
The Sparks call timeout. outside Plum. Hamby. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Kelsey Plum.
Don't need much range to hit from that distance.
And they can burn some clock if they want.
And calm down. Get a little breather here, too.
Pass to Cunningham.
Back to Clark. Three-pointer. That shot is good, and she has made 8 while only missing 4. That's 67% shooting.
Now here's Alaman.
She's covered by Clark. And here's Hamby. 6 on the shot clock.
Screen by Jackson.
Pass to Alaman. From beyond the arc.
It's held in by Boston.
Mitchell outside. Now here's Howard. Back to Mitchell. Clark. And the Fever hit again from deep.
Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
They got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
Now here's Hamby.
And last season was De'Erica Hamby's 10th in the W, and no doubt about it, her best.
Well, over her first 9 years, she averaged just about 9 points per game. Last year, that average jumped to 17, embracing an increased scoring role.
And the first one at the line is good.
We know basketball is big in Indiana, and man, do they love the Fever here.
I mean, this place is normally sold out these days, massive crowds with tons of energy. This might be the best home court advantage in the W.
And she can't hit the second.
Not as productive of a trip to the line as she'd have liked. They really need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And Clark outside. Mission incomplete. Her 5th miss in 14 tries. Pass to Alaman. Hamby. Here's Alaman. Kelsey Plum from outside.
It's hauled in by Boston.
And they can just sit on the ball here.
Enjoy it. They've earned the win.
No doubt. And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, they did a great job of execution, both offensively, defensively, playing in control. When they had a misstep, they got right back to work and made up for it.
And that's a wrap, everyone.